Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos with me, Alpha Pi Omega and Byzantium. So the turn is 5650, year 1280. Yes, we have approached and passed the millennia and we are now one turn away from plague medicine. So what's new? Well, apart from the general growth, you can see that in Constantinople we are building the Ornithopter. Yes, we finished the Clockpunk culture, and that gave us the possibility to build 3 new buildings in all of our cities. Now, I made it so that you will see me build the Ornithopter next turn, so we can test it out together. But I also scheduled the 3 new buildings in Constantinople so you can see them in action. So the step reckoner manufacture gives us a bit of production, a bit of gold, and a decent amount of research or science. Automation clock gives us way more production and money and a bit of culture. And Clockwork Workshop gives us a bit of unhealthiness, but then a bit of production and a bit of money. And it also heals units as mechanical units by 5% per turn. And once we finish this one, we can actually start building the Clockwork Golems. I finished it in some of the cities already, I think. No, maybe not. No. None of them actually finished. Okay, well, kind of interestingly, none of them finished it, but we're gonna check. Hold on, maybe I can see it this way what the Clockwork Golem is. National units. 50% extra bonus on city attack. Oh, that's really decent. Lowered city defense. Very poor desert attack and dunes attack, jungles attack, and forest attack. Okay. But other than that, against cities, this could be really good. It becomes obsolete with Modern Warfare and it has no upgrade. Okay, so it's just a temporary unit that we can build if we feel like it. I like the Ornithopter though, because the Ornithopter is upgradable down the line. So if we can manage to get some of them working and leveling up, in far distant future, we can upgrade them to Eurofighters, so we just won't lose them as is. But we'll see what we can do with them in the next turn. Now, apart from that, we have been growing our cities dramatically. You will see here that the lowest of the low is Constantina with population 9. Then we got only 2 cities, Nicopolis and Maxianopolis with population 12. And then the rest has started growing, some of them even approaching 15 or more, which is pretty nice. We've also grown the cities around Constantinople. As you can see, all of them are at population 20, and we've been working on Varna to get it a bit higher than population 16. I've also been sending some trains to Eudoxiopolis, to Cephalonia and Ludgolin, but I kind of stopped doing that because right now we have Constantina already here, which we need to get to population 12. After that, we're gonna redouble our efforts in the northeast. Now, Constantinople is also very close to growing to population 39. I'm looking forward to that. If I ever have a free food train nearby, I'm going to send it to Constantinople and have it boost its production. It's stored food, and then let it finish off itself, and we'll see it probably in the next update with population 39, which is most likely going to be 700,000 people. We were also doing good on stats as education, crime, and disease. The only thing that is not completely ideal is education in Maxinianopolis and Constantina. The rest of the cities are above 1,000, which is where we need them. Cephalonia is bleeding off a little bit, so is Nova Justiniana, but buildings are already scheduled to rectify that. And as you can see, the disease is fine. Worst is Constantina with minus 119. And crime worse is Justinianopolis with minus 90, followed by Virgon with 99 in the negative. Okay, with that said, I think we can end it here and hear it for plague medicine. Oh, I don't think actually if that happened in this update or before, But we got Ethiopia as our third vassal. So Ethiopia now under Menelik II reports to us. We keep giving it technology, though it has... I think I've already spoken about this, though. I'm confused now because I remember I showed you the cities. Okay, so that's not a new thing. But what is new thing is the fact that this is about the first time that we are not at war with anyone. Not a single war on our hands, which is, frankly, feeling good. So, let's end the turn and hear it for Plague Medicine. Okay, we had a fire in Edessa, destroying... what? Well, one building will be destroyed, but I'm not sure which one. And you want the work mule. Unfortunately, that's not happening. Oh, and Smoke Jaguar wants to become our vassal state. Okay. Which means we have declared war on Mansa Musa. Great. But Maya is a fairly powerful vassal with 4 cities. Actually not bad. Do we have everything that we can have together? Looks like it. Oh, okay. Oh, how come we didn't get the Plague Medicine? Something happened. Did our... What? Didn't we have Plague Medicine? Okay, well we can fix this. Or did I read that in... Oh, Mansa Musa pillaged 14,000 signs from us. That's why we didn't get it. But how did he kill one of our units? Your official maker has been destroyed. Oh, okay. We had a unit in there and he killed it. A cutthroat unit. Well, okay then. That is unfortunate, but I'm going to... Well, we can spend a turn together. I'll just show you what I'm doing so you have an idea. So we are kind of improving this area, trying to get a bit more done. We have our first ornithopter ready. So let's just have the border patrols destroy all the enemy units. So ornithopter, how far can you go? You can go anywhere? That's a bit weird. How does that work? Flies to move, may ignore non-flying pursuit, and may utilize coastal and unpassable, may only exist on an earth plot. Can move through impassable terrain, ignores terrain movement cost. Okay, well, here they are, the guys in the form of birds. Air bomb, strike mode, rebase, fighter engagement, automate air recon. So what can we give you? Combat 1, veteran pilot, evasion chance, and extra strength. Oh, that's definitely better than, and gains extra experience from combat. Sting. Okay, and self-heal, non-lethal force, chance to capture. Okay, we're gonna give you the veteran pilot, then veteran pilot 2, veteran pilot 3, I guess, and then the extra might. Okay, and okay, so it can only move from city to city, it seems. That's not exactly what I was hoping for, but we'll make it work. I'll figure out how to make this useful. You can build me a town over here. You can join them. You're trying to hunt those barbarians here, but I think we might have killed them all. Oh yes. Oh yes, we have you here, and I'm gonna delete you because you're not going to help us in any way. you can build me a mine or a lumber mill in here, which is an easy choice. You have potatoes here, so let's build a farm, potato farm. Okay, and because we have declared war on our enemy again, I'm going to take my army, now equipped also with knights. Fortunately only 2 of them, but still knights. And send them against Mansa Musa once again. This guy, man. This guy. Can we piece you out? No. Well, he started a new city here. No, that's Native America. Addon is the city of choice. Okay, so we're gonna send you over there. And now let's hear it for plague medicine.
Bubonic plague is natural. Doesn't mean it's good for you.
Okay, so plague medicine gives us, well, 3 things actually. It gives us a new hero unit called a doctor. It gives us a doctor's office which replaces healer hut, which is actually pretty good because the healer hut gives us 5 disease lowering or resistance, and doctor's office gives us 20. Though it's probably costing it costs way more than it does. And we get, and this is an important thing, disease control 4 and disease control 4 build up. So all of our units that are actually building up and protecting our cities will now get additional bonus, even if they are not upgraded. So that's pretty good. I think that it goes, yep, so this is -4 extra. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And next we're gonna work on anatomy. So let's just check on these cities, what they're doing, and then we're gonna call it a day. You can build an elephant camp. This comes from me spreading out the animals that I'm training in my cities. A forge would be good. So let's build you a forge. And anything else? Engineering school. That would help with education and production. So let's get that one up there. These would be nice. A squatter's camp would be good. Okay, we need to send some work trains in here. Maxianopolis got Tales of Saltwater Crocodile. What the hell is that? We're consuming it. Can we do something with that? Well, we got it to somewhere like Constantinople. It could work. But it's a naval unit, okay. So what it is. The commander now has you here. What to figure out how to use you guys. And oh, we got the Vuga Zegisi, which is a world unit, one that we didn't have. It has quite a lot of experience and it's going to be used to protect our border. So these ones have also the special units. So draw chance to capture, extra attack pretty much everywhere, heals extra, draw chance, 20% strength. Okay, we'll take that. More veteran, bodyguard. 40%, 43% versus melee and gunpowder. Extra movement range and withdraw. Okay, I'll take that. Mounted gunpowder and helicopter. Okay, let's take that one, and I think this one is in order. Oh, extra city attack. Okay, let's get it. And then that. So you got quite a lot of extra bonuses. I think we might add you to our army. So we're gonna go to Herakoya and wait there for them to be ready. Oh! You can construct political achievements, safety, agricultural achievement, plus 4% food in all cities. Oh, that would be great. That would speed up our growth quite immensely. But do we want that? No. I want you to fortify in here. And you are going to build me that quarry here. You guys gonna build me a road. So will you. Oh, and Wild Dolphins actually got enough experience now. And then sales. Okay, so let's give you an extra boost here, and cannot heal here. For some reason, okay, heal over here then. Canaanite Missionary. We have a single strategy that we do with them, which is defeating them. We can kill these American workers while you're passing through the neighborhood. You guys got a promotion. And you're building what? Town. So we'll join them. And that's it for this turn. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you in 20 turns with Anatomy, which is not gonna give us much more, but it's gonna give us a mortuary and an anatomy lab. And I'm looking especially towards the anatomy lab. I mean, it's gonna cost us 10 gold per building, which might be increased or decreased based on other things, but it gives education and 5 science. And I mean, we're already swimming in cash. We're like very close to 1 million at this point. So throwing a bit more on science instead is a good thing. As long as I'm comfortable, we'll be fine. But damn, okay, I need to finish that war with Mali once again. And I was doing so good. Everybody was peaceful. Turn 5670, year 1018 AD, and we are 1 turn away from Anatomy. So what's new? Well, as far as our cities go, not much is new. We have stable growth. Constantina now is at population level 10, meaning it has 3,000 people. Okay, that's more than I thought. 3,000 people. Constantinople is now at population level 39, which means it has 700,000 people living in it. And a bunch of other cities have grown. I'm not sure, I don't remember which ones because I played this over a few days, but I know that Ragusa, I think, grew. I think that Mesembria grew. I think Edessa, I think, grew. Well, there's a lot of growth. Oh yeah, Amorium has grown. And a couple of other cities, Philippopolis that I see up in the west coast, Feodosiopolis most likely, and yeah, we're doing kind of good on that front. Internationally, we managed to sign another peace with Mali after we raised yet another Malinese city over here, and our forces are now returning with a number of captives, 6 military and 5 civilian, which will be added to the population stored in Constantinople. We already have a couple of them here. Yeah, we do have a lot. That's enough for like 3 new cities. But considering the fact that we have 45 cities and considering the happiness issues that we had, I'm not entirely happy with going above that. You can see that Constantina now has 76 to 66. I mean, there is a lot of buildings that we could put in here, you know, that would increase the happiness. Wow, music health actually gives +5. But I don't want to do it. At this point, I just want to enjoy the current growth. We'll see about it later. We have a bunch of barbarian cities spawning at our border, so it's not like something that has to be done. We have a couple in our territory that we could also do, to properly define the regions that we had. But That's the song of the future. What's new though is that Egypt has decided to become our vassal. They contacted me like 3 turns ago and asked me to become official a vassal, and it's in exchange for us protecting them from the Dutch. And the Dutch are over here on this island. So that is actually, I tried to talk to them, I really did, and they refuse to sign peace with me. So there is either we're gonna wait it out, or we could actually go. I think they might have like one city, only one city over here, and attacking it and taking it would mean that we would control a fairly nice city off our coast in the island, which would eventually be, I think, really nice to have. If we put it in a strategic location somewhere like in the middle here, it would grow its influence over the entire island. So I'm kind of considering raising them and resettling there, but it's not a priority. I don't want to do it at any time. We'll just see if they start pestering us, sending some troops over or someone, or I'll try to sign a peace treaty with them down the line. But for now, it is fine. I don't really see any risk in that regard. As far as our domestic stats go, everything is going well. Our Constantina is okay. Constantina grew its education, but now as it has jumped up from 8 to 10, it's starting to struggle again, but we'll fix that. Maxinianopolis is growing really nicely, so is Cephalonia. As far as crime goes, Ludgovain, once again Ludgovain is the rowdiest city that we have, and Justinianopolis is the worst one in disease. What is going on in Ludgovain? I mean, I know it has grew recently to population 19, but is it really that bad? What are you building? An ironsmith, concrete mason. Yeah, we're desperately trying to improve its performance here. I should start sending some... I mean, it's 180, which is, compared to other cities, one of the lowest ones. Yes. Our desert cities are really not doing good in that. But the food growth is not bad for a city of its size. You have a really big ton of things to build, and Jesus Christ, our fighting blood is going up like crazy. Yeah, I have to focus more on our desert cities. They're very underdeveloped and they need a bit more of help from us. So castle, I think we've already built. Market scales would balance it out, but they would take 6 turns. Castle, yeah, but everything else is gonna be way more expensive. 9 turns for -10. Or 6 turns for... Yeah, let's go with the locksmith. And, okay, I'll make it a priority because once again our cities have chewed through the buildings they're supposed to get. For example, Constantinople now has... It's building war elephants. I want to strengthen my army a bit. So I'm building war elephants to put them in a battalion type formation. But it's left with Doctor's Office and Ornithopter Airy only. And that it has nothing to build. I know that Anatomy is going to give us something. But once again, many of the cities are now turning to food trains and supply trains. So all the supply trains for some time I'm gonna probably divert to Ludgovain, because believe it or not, Constantina is doing fairly good on all accounts. The only one that's suffering is education, but with the production of 341, Agora is gonna come next in 5 turns. We could just throw in a couple of these to even further boost it. Wow, you really can handle a lot, can't you? These ones, I'll put the oil lamps there. Watchmaker's shop. The Fredmill crane is a pretty good one. And then we might look into crime is fine. Disease is increasing a bit. Oh, you don't have the ice house. Okay, so let's put the ice house there. And the flammability is fairly low, but we could still put the hand water pipe there. Okay, so the ice house first. the hand water pump. It's gonna lower and increase the storage capacity. You have the warehouse, so you're okay there. Cool. So as I said, Constantina is doing pretty well. Even as our smallest city, it is doing fine. Okay, with that said, let's end the turn, hear it for anatomy, and then more playing for me. So yeah. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, I know you're focused, but cool.
The function of muscle is to pull and not to push, except in the case of the genitals and the tongue.
Well, okay. Well, anatomy. Anatomy leads to Renaissance lifestyle, so it's a crucial tech for us. And it gives us a couple of, these are national wonders, I think. And Anatomy Lab, which is going to give us some science and education in exchange for building maintenance. It's actually kind of expensive and requires university. And Mortuary. Requires to build modern embalmer. It doesn't replace anything, so this is just a simple disease reduction. No dog worker for you. So doctor's office in IKEA. And IKEA is one of the buildings that's actually finished everything already. So anatomy lab, that's 8.7 science in exchange for 14 gold and a 6 education, and then the mortuary. Do it. And ornithopter airy in Iconium. Yeah, same thing as I said, anatomy lab and mortuary. Okay, and the codes will fetch nicely. So, 13 turns towards execution, and then we're done for this episode. I'm going to figure out what we're gonna do next. I mean, we can quickly get the ones that we talked about last time, like the charters and the perspective. Just 8 and 11 turns, and there was one more. Was the banking? No. Parliaments? No. Parliaments? Acoustics. Okay, acoustics. But I might do more tech in the next episode because it's gonna be really quick. So, anyway, see you in 13 turns of executions. What a lovely tech. What a lovely tech. Turn 5683, year 1028 AD, and we are 1 turn away from executions. So what's new? Well, let me start by showing you the foreign advisor, because we have gotten ourselves into yet another major war. Now, apart from Salamassina and Johann David, who still won't talk to us... Oh, actually, he will. Cool. So at least we're not at war with the Dutch anymore. But we are at war with Ben Gurion, who came and declared war on us, and last turn Mansa Musa joined him. Salamassina is also at war with us, but I don't really mind about him. However, this means that both Israel and Mali are at war against us. I've already had some operations against Israel, meaning that there was this city called Ramleh, which was taken by Israel, and after we conquered it, I decided to, pass it back to Egypt, who is the rightful owner of the city, so they gained it back. And right now, our armies are amassing over here in this fort. We have just the horse archers there for now and ballista elephants. There's another army coming over here with the ballista elephant and a lot of trebuchets. We have the main army coming over here. And there's a couple of stragglers. You can see more horse archers and warlord captains going over here with the Apothecarians actually straggling behind. So let me send them over there because they were setting a trap and actually allowed these units to heal. They were the wounded ones together with this burst elephant. I think some of these units were also hurt, but the siege of Ramah was actually really quick. You can see that they have just the minimal wall, so we didn't even bother throwing rocks at it. I just harassed it with the horse archers, and then the city fell to an onslaught of our war elephants and cavalry. But the city of Rehovot is going to be Actually, it might not be. Looking at it, it doesn't even seem to have a wall. Okay, I'm not sure if this one also belongs to Egypt, but either way, it is going to Egypt. We're going to conquer it next, and I am going to pass it under Egypt's governance. And if that isn't enough for Israel to peace treaty me, I think I might head down to the city of Yavot, or we might try to clear out some of these coastal cities, but they are. And Haifa and Caesarea are really big. That would hurt Israel very poorly if I raise those. And believe me, I would do so. As far as Mali goes, I really don't have much of a plan. They're just annoying, to be quite honest, at this point. So I might just go ahead and raise Zaria or Zagha or Gal, some of these cities, and force them to peace me yet again. Question whether that's going to work or not is another choice. But they've dropped to the third place after Israel and Persia now, so they're really not bothering me much. And I don't want to go to the extremes, destroying the entire civilization and just getting rid of them. But it's getting really annoying, and they're quite far away from me. The only reason why they are truly dangerous is that they can hurt our vassal here, Greece, who we are trying to defend. So, yeah. But if we, for example, sieged a city like Niani or Timbuktu or some of these ones, we might actually pass it to Greece and make it stronger. But we'll need to supervise it for some time, because I think the city without a proper garrison can revert back to its original owner, and we don't want that happening. As far as our territory goes, we are kind of running out of things to build and upgrade. As far as terrain improvements go, what we did is we planted yet another date farm over here. So Eudexiopolis, as you can see, has a number of food producing tiles now, way more than when we started this project. It has access to dates, 2 prickle pears, and peyote over here. Now, I already have the Great Farmer over here coming, but this time it's going to go to Ludgovain and plant something here, because Ludgovain could also enjoy a bit more tiles over here. As far as our cities go, everything is fine. We're building a bunch of mortuaries, anatomy labs, and other things that are really nice. We gained access to a couple of new world units, so I built those as well. And we're pretty much done with everything as far as that goes. Not much I can talk about. This is the population state of our cities. Constantina is now at population 11. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cities at population 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cities at population 14. 115, 116, 317, 119. Then 6 at population level 20, 2 at population level 21, 3 at population level 22, 2 at 23, 124, 125, 3 at 26, 2 at 27, 1 at 28, 1 at 30, 1 at 31, 1 at 33, and then our capital at 39, which is incidentally 700,000 people. Now, as far as our economy goes, we're doing really good. Gold production increased, manufactured goods also increased, but I'm mostly interested in the crop yield because that facilitates the growth of our population, which has now surpassed 4 million and is very close to 4.1 million. What's bothering me a bit though is the approval rate going down and the life expectancy, which are calculated based on the excess health and happiness that you have in your city. So obviously, well, we could be doing better. That's all I have to say about that. Now, last but not least, before we go to the technology, I actually went ahead and after I took a look at the comments and especially Wolfow's suggestions for technologies, I scheduled all of them now including the Renaissance lifestyle for the upcoming episodes. So we're gonna end this episodes by actually getting the executions. In the next one, we're gonna get the most valuable technologies, which is gonna be the charters. That's gonna be real quick on the 9 turns because we pillaged a lot from Malvi. Cartography is gonna come next. The reason why I'm taking these is that they both give a boost of 4 science and 4 culture to calligraphy school, meaning afterwards we're gonna have, we have 45 cities, so 45 times 8 as a bonus to our science, with additional bonuses from, defied bonuses and stuff like that we have. And I think they also give extra things. Yeah, cartographer shop here gives extra science as well, so that is really nice. And charters give us 2 world wonders, which is also pretty good. Once we're done with that, we're gonna end the next episode by going into banking, which gives us a world unit, but also gives bank, which is not all that great, but I think that the 1% extra income can actually be really good. It might not seem like much, but thinking about it, when, for example, Constantinople has the overall income of roughly 1657 gold, this means we're getting like 17 gold just from this one building. But we'll see the actual effects when we get it. So it's going to be the next episode. The episode after that is going to start with Perspective, which gives the Castle Gardens and Sistine Chapel. Not much else here that you can enjoy, but Perspective allows us to get Algebra. Algebra is yet another one that gives a 5 bonus to science, give Mathematics Academy 4 extra science, and it allows us to get the Great Mosque of China. This one is not yet built. I would really like to build it because it gives really interesting bonuses to the desert tiles, which is something that we definitely could use. And after Algebra, we're ending the episode with Acoustics, which will give our bardic circle extra income and culture, and then brass instrument, percussion instrument, string instrument, and woodwind instrument makers all get 4 extra culture. So in effect this means, that's 12, 16 times 45 extra culture, well, plus the bardic circle, so that's 20 times 45, so it's about 900 culture per turn more. Then the next episode is starting with, which one is number 9? Oh, martial arts. This is something that provides quite interesting buildings, but we don't really need them, so that's why I'm leaving it for later. You get extra education from these, and well, not much use for that, really. Martial arts, I mean, they could be good for some of our units that will new recruit, but I mean, not much. And after martial arts, we are getting torture, which is a fun technology. And after torture, the last one we're gonna get is warrants and decrees. And the warrants and decrees obsoletes Town Watch, which is kind of interesting, and they give us Guardhouse instead, and Guard, which is yet another upgrade to the units that we have, meaning we're gonna reduce more crime by using our units. And then the next episode, which is gonna be the last one for... Am I counting this correctly? Yeah, I am. So the next episode is gonna be Parliaments. They give you a bunch of interesting things like King's Council, which is really good, and then some Steward's Office, Bymaster's Office, Marshal's Office. So this is gonna be an upgrade to our capital, mostly. And then we get the last technology of the medieval era, which is tournaments, which will give us a royal tournament, which is kind of nice, but nothing to write home about. And then 2 world wonders. And we're gonna end that episode by getting the Renaissance lifestyle, which is going to put us into a new era, giving us access to new educational levels and a couple more nice changes. And I think that the first one who discovers that also gets free technology. Yep, okay. So I've already thought about what that would be, and it's not going to be astrolabe or oil painting. Humanism is kind of interesting. I like it, but it's not exactly what I would call amazing. Even though secularism is really good as a religious tenet, still not entirely sure that's a good one. So instead, it's going to be either printing press, most like a printing press, to be actually honest, because these things like Printers Workshop are just amazing, and Money Press and Bookstore, this is just amazing, and it gives all towns extra gold, universities extra culture, pretty darn good technology. Or alternatively, it could be gunpowder, because gunpowder doesn't give us that much useful in view of the society, but it gives us a ton of new buildings, and it allows us to upgrade all of our militia units to Renaissance militia. And then we get, a couple of new world units and special buildings. So, either one of these it's gonna be. And then there's a lot of technologies here that I've never seen, but actually Renaissance seems, compared to other eras, fairly short, which is in line with the historical time, but we'll have to look into that later. Okay, with that said, let's hear it for education and then end this update and end the episode.
A ruler who hides behind paid executioners soon forgets what death is.
Well, wise words from R.R. Martin, and the executions pretty much only give us one building. That's all there is. They obsolete public stoning, and they give us instead gallows, which is an upgrade to all of our public stoning and crucifixion crosses. It's actually pretty interesting because the public stoning lowers crime by 5, then you get the crucifixion crosses, then the gallows, then the guillotine, then electric chair, and you end up with lethal injection. So kind of interesting to see how it's going. So yeah, fairly simple technology, not much to say there. And we don't even have any updates on any of our cities. Pretty good. So in the next episode, I'll actually start with charters in 8 turns, which is maybe around the time when we actually go to Rehoved and start sieging it. So maybe you'll see a bit of that. And charters should be a bit more interesting. Well, actually they aren't. They just give us, bonuses to calligraphy school, which is fine for now because we'll at least have some time to build some more food trains and, supply trains for our border cities. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.